Hey, what's up? Hank Klinger coming to you from London, England. Shooting this video on how to get rid of anxiety. Anxiety is dreaded by most people, even me, I hate it. Worry happens. Everybody goes through it. And I'm not even going to say that it's healthy because I don't think it's healthy at all, but it happens regardless. And aside from meditation over a period of time, there are some ways that you can quickly get rid of anxiety. And I'll tell you about it if you watch this video all the way through. It works for me, it's really great, and it just helps put you in a better overall mood. But first, anxiety comes from worry, comes from stress, right? If you have bills that are coming up, you don't know how you're gonna take care of them, or possibly you've got a kid who has something coming up, you know, like an event for school that they need money for, and you just don't know what you're gonna do, how you're gonna provide for it. That can cause anxiety to set in. Health reasons, health conditions can cause anxiety. Jobs, deadlines, all this stuff can cause anxiety, and while it's a normal trait, see, the problem that happens is that anxiety can get internalized. So usually we have anxiety and it's on the surface level, right? It's in our conscious mind. We have worries. It starts in the mind. But what happens is if you're anxious for long enough and you worry for long enough, then it starts to get internalized and it starts to become subconscious. And when it's below your level of consciousness, then it starts to become your normal state of being. And when that happens, then life gets really difficult. You start seeing, you know, struggle at every turn, every corner. Sorry about the traffic back there, but I had to shoot this video for you guys. And it just could get frustrating. So meditation is one of the fastest ways to fix anxiety. Even 5 minutes every morning when you first wake up will really help calm the mind, and you do that a habit over a period of time. If you do have internalized anxiety, it'll start to calm that. Another version or another way to help decrease anxiety is exercise, even if it's just going for a walk. I love calisthenics, body weight exercises. So I do that, you know, 4 times a week typically, sometimes more. And that really helps bring down the levels of anxiety. But all of these, they work, but they take a period of time, right? Anxiety can build up. And I found this technique, and I heard it from a neurolinguistic programmer, and it really helped me, like, quickly overcome anxiety. And this is what I want to share with you now, and I believe that it can help anybody. And you can go try it right now and come back and finish this video, or you can wait till the video's over. It's up to you. But what you do essentially is you take, you know, when you start to feel anxiety coming on, it may be anchored into a activity that you're doing. Say, you know, getting ready to pay a bill or something like that, or go talk to your boss about a deadline, something like that. But what you can do is you actually go outside, and this is where the anxiety starts to melt away quickly. Is first you understand that no amount of anxiety has effect on anything whatsoever. There's no amount of worry in the world that's going to change anything. It actually hurts everything, because what we have anxiety about and fear about tends to grow and expand and actually happen. So first you understand that. Secondly, you understand the nature of anxiety comes from language. Language is one of our representational systems, what the mind loves to use to tell you that, you know, it's not going to happen, or things like the person's not worth it, or the deadline's not going to be made, something like that. That's all language that comes from the mind. It's the strongest representational system we have because it's used to define everything that we see, hear, touch, feel. So first you understand that the anxiety has no effect on anything that's positive, no positive effect. Second, you understand that it comes from language, it comes from verbal, you know, the voice in your head. So when you understand that, this is the exercise. When you go outside, use your other senses. Find something, you know, that pleases you. Find 3 things that you can hear, 3 things that you can feel, 3 things that you can see that make you feel better. So you go out and you can listen to the birds chirping, you know, feel the sun on your skin, or see the clouds in the sky. Look at the flowers that are lining down the street, but don't label them. Don't use your words to label them. Use your senses and use things that give you pleasure, and look for 3, 4, 5 things for each sense and really focus on them. And what this will do is it'll bring you into the present moment, and it'll allow you to start feeling more, and it'll calm the mind. And when you do this, you know, whenever you start to feel anxiety, you'll notice instantly that it starts to subside, and your senses will become more heightened. You know, you'll start to notice the birds chirping behind you. You'll start to get the sensation in your chest, or you can feel the ground underneath your feet and feel what that is. Because when was the last time that you paid attention to something like that? You know, my voice right now is what you're listening to, but when you go outside, shut the voice down and just feel. Take some deep breaths and look, you know, go up and touch the grass with your hand and feel it. Feel the coolness of the grass, you know, it's the earth, it's what you're from. So this is just a tip that I think can really help anybody who suffers from anxiety or even struggles with it every now and then. So I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and give it a try. And if you want to connect with me further, click the link below this video. It'll take you to my blog. You can find all kinds of tips on overcoming procrastination, taking action, what I do online for work, how I travel the world, and other methods I use to overcome things like anxiety. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Take care, and I appreciate you all.